and let all of that go. So the way that I broke the spell was, firstly, I had to admit that all my thinking never fixed a thing. A lot of it was fantasy, a lot of it was fear, and I was trying to fix what didn't even exist, which means I wasn't present to life. If I'm not present to life, then I can't notice what life is bringing me, and I can't respond to it and live into a bigger life. All I can do if I'm not present and I'm in panic is attract the same old shit that I know how to survive. So I can pretend to be in control because it's the same old shit. I know this. I'm safe. This shit is familiar shit. I know what to do, and it's Groundhog Day. And I needed to break Groundhog Day. So I needed to admit that I was a control freak, addicted to my thoughts, and it wasn't going anywhere. So how to break that spell? Firstly, I needed to be grateful for that part of me that actually saved me. That was necessary in the past. Maybe it did save my life. But in the present, it was costing my life. It was no longer my life. It was a life that I dedicated to fear and survival. So I trained myself that as soon as I found myself in my head, obsessively thinking, pretty much lost in space, and it was the space between my ears, as soon as I catch myself there, don't even think to the end of the sentence. Don't even, think, I'm almost there, I've almost got it. Soon I'll get it and I'll be free and everything will be okay. Bollocks. Doesn't work that way. As soon as I found myself in that place, I trained myself to stop thinking and take a deep breath in. And as I breathe in, I include my head, that I get out of my head and into my body. A deep breath in. And as I breathe in, I thought, thank you for reminding me who I used to be. So I'm acknowledging my protector and those ways that saved my life. And it's a gratitude rather than an enemy. If it's something I'm pushing away and demonizing, then I'd actually feed it. But if I include it, acknowledge it, and give it gratitude, then it shifts. So breathing in, thank you for reminding me who I used to be. Used to be puts it in the past. And as I breathed out, I just took part with what's in front of me. Could be anything. Could be an email or the washing up or crossing the road or noticing that I have locked the door rather than I'm in my head and I walk down the road and I walk back to check if I locked the door because I didn't notice because I was in my head. And then I thought, okay, I need to do that, but I need to get used to breathing. So how do I do that? And then I started playing games. Like every time I saw a blonde girl or a bald man or a red car, or every time I heard something, or every time I walked through a door or whatever it was, I take a deep breath in. So I put things in the environment to bring me here and now in this environment rather than in my head and in the past and the future. And I had to get present. So in a way, that's how I broke the spell. Does that make sense, Sophie?